Thank you for the invitation from the AMCA Foundation. Thank you, Uniscale, for inviting us to get into this particular stage where we can showcase our product Mitra. Introduce what we are doing is a prescription grade AI, not just any device, not just any packaged AI, but something that can help for everyday life. Now, today the product right now is about camera with a cloud, but going tomorrow we'll be going towards the edge so that we can, as all you pointed out, we can build it towards a tier 2, 3, 4 towns, so that if 5G or your network is not necessarily a necessity to operate the device at the basic level. Now, what this gives back to these three patients. Now, Ms. Rani can actually go out, go to the market, or go around even to public spaces, navigate safely the intersections, because we're able to real time guide the person, giving them all the information that is required for them to be safe. Because safety is a paramount aspect, so we also have something called a premeditated threat assessment, where we do a proactive threat assessment of sorts. Right. Next, from the senior care, this person can actually be using this where the family can get an immediate alert about whatever happens, wherever that happens. Many of the devices today do miss out certain critical events that happen, and that can only be known after they have talked to the patient, right? So we can actually be constantly monitoring the person along with that. Now, from a neurological aspect, the wandering, the kind of routine assessment of the person, right, currently is being done by a caregiver who is there completely with them. Now, with this device, you can actually add to the caregiver's ability to assess them on 24/7 aspect on everything that they do. So this is basically how we are able to improve a quality of life to the users and bridge the gap to the clinics to get the data back. And since we are collecting a lot of data, now that data can be packaged into multiple analytics insights for multiple stakeholders, not just the hospitals, not just the beneficiaries. As you pointed out, going back to, let's say, pharmaceuticals, going back to let's say solutions for people who are doing hospitals and stuff like that. So it's a lot of data that we have collected that becomes a gold mine in the later stage. And how do we work with the hospitals currently right now? What we want to work with us. This is, as I described, is not a device, it's a prescriptive device. So a neurological ophthalmologist would prescribe this device to the user. The user then gets it fitted right within the hospital, where we show them the basics working. And the way we've created the interface is we have gone with the thing that it is not difficult, it is conversational. Right? You can set it up within a matter of minutes by having simple conversations in multiple languages. So there is no more pressing on the key, there's no more hassle of navigating and user interface, nothing of that sorts. And this app can also run your phone for you if you give it the chance to run. Right? Then they go home, they start using it, you get the data back from each of the user independently, customized data for each of the user, whatever you want to look at, right? So that's the device that basically, you can go around wearing that. And the way the device is, it's pretty designed with a view that it is supposed to be not bulky, doesn't make them feel kind of intimidated to wear, because people do question it. It is meant to be very discreet, light enough that they can wear it for 10 hours a day without having the hassle of things. So that is basically the design aspect of how we want. Now, are there no solutions in this space? There are fragmented solutions, not a holistic solution. So we do have devices that can help the blind little recognize objects, read labels, help them shop, but getting there in real time is a difficult part. Getting to know that there is a 35 kilometer an hour vehicle coming through when you're crossing a street is not what is there in real time. Right? Then you have other devices that can give you the help, like Apple Watches and some other wearables that is there, but those are very specific, let's say, functionality of you falling down or pressing an SOS or your heart being monitored, only those things. But as we are right now, we are holistic in that sense. We monitor multiple things, and we also basically care for them in a different manner, where this is an AI that becomes an empathetic companion to them over time. Because this AI basically is a self-learning mechanism that you start with basic information about the user and environment and builds itself up to become the user's companion by learning their habits, learning their preferences, learning their routines, so that you can assess a lot of things, help them do a lot of things. Because the way we are thinking about this, we're not replacing a caregiver, we're not replacing clinicians, we're augmenting them with things that we can help them qualitatively manage the risk of the patient, where they can help not just the patients, not just the clinicians, but also the families that having these conditions, so that they can help them manage better. That is the whole goal of all of this. Now from a unit economics, we are pricing the product around this area, around 45,000 and above, so that this comes with a full one-time device. Then the subscription is managed upon. Now again, as I said, when we move to the edge, you get a whole package that the basics works without a subscription, so that this can be accessed even by a non-network, a low network area. We are also thinking about financing options that we are plan to bring in, so that it's easy for people to pay. There are programs like AIDP programs in the government that can help the below poverty people to get a reimbursement for devices like this once we qualify for things. So we are really where we are right now, traction wise. We already tested out with the blind users. So we started already talking to few hundred blinds, about 300 plus blind people, few of the dementia and Alzheimer's caregivers, to understand what the problems they're facing in terms of stress levels of managing people. So right now we went through 4 iterations of the product to bring to where we are right now, very close to commercialization, and we are tested out with users. So next thing we are testing out is few hundred people again as a pilot group across India, across age groups, so that we can actually get things done. Right? Then metrics wise, we have already developed the metrics. Now the idea between what we need from the foundation as such or from the clinicians, as I said, we want to work with clinicians one-on-one on the team so that we can actually improve our metrics, improve our management, improve the data that we can get to them. Right? And then we need the validations we need the clinical data, we need the clinical validations. So of course, that is where the foundation comes into play, accelerator comes into play. Then we're looking at a bridge investment as of now, looking at 500K to raise for the bridge for the next 6 months or so. But until then, we do have the funds to run through all our pilot tests. For now, it's planned for that. Now we have some interested parties to buy in for the few hundred in the beginning. So that is also helping us kind of fund the runway for the next year, 16 months or so. So that is where we are right now. And this is the team. Myself, my co-founder, CTO, he takes the technical aspect. We have our strategy partnership person who takes care of the connections as well. So thank you so much.
Hi Vivek.
Hi sir.
I have a lot of queries because this is my space, to be
Okay.
honest. But I will ask you from technicality. I will ask financial. I think Amit and other stakeholders are there. First thing, which class of CDS you are following? Are you
We are in
aware of
the
that?
B,
Class B, right?
class B, at most class C, depending on the
And you are saying that doctors will prescribe it,
that is the grade we want to go into.
but that doesn't match with the class B.
No, that's where class C comes in. That's
Class
where,
C, right.
that's where the for the dementia and the Alzheimer's we will
The
try to
compliance level will increase there. The
increase,
second
yes.
question which I have, that you have showed the metrics of competition level, right?
Yeah.
So have you heard about Jyoti AI?
Yes. So we've got some from them as well. In terms
Do you
of
have your IP on place?
we are getting that in place in terms of the metrics for that.
You are in place of filing an IP for the metrics, not for the product.
For the product and the tech behind it.
But you will not get it.
Okay.
That's the question, because this is the same device which has already been running for 2 years.
Yes.
That is patented international as well as Indian.
Yeah.
So that's the question, the query, and also you are placed for 45,000 in the market. That is placed for 18,000 only.
Right.
So you need to work on that. And this is connected with the phone.
Yes, for now it's connected with the phone, but
right?
later we'll come to the
And
edge.
how many data points have you collected till date for the prescription?
For the prescription wise, we have about 14 people. That is why
14 people, right? Jyoti
Yeah.
is for 1 lakh 15,000.
Longer for
Longer.
space, yes.
So that's why you have to correct it more. The clinical validation will be the prior stage. For post stage, the first stage is you have to collect the prescription data.
Correct.
Then you go for the clinical validation. Otherwise, what will happen? The data points will disturb.
Correct.
Because this is a device which is not, everything is captured by the this thing, right? Camera, not by the phone.
Not by phone.
Right.
Phone is just right now being interface. That because from a blind.
And you have to work on the cost. It's hardly a 5,000 device, to be honest.
No, it's the AI behind it that costs right?
You have to fix the cost for it.
I mean, of course, when the
You
volume
have to be
comes
cost
down-
effective. There is a lot of competition. Even Sunbots have made it, right?
Yes, with volumes definitely drastically
Right.
come down.
Yeah.
For now, what we've got is for
But IP you have to consider not for this device, to be honest. It's not for the metrics. You have to consider some other thing.
So we have.
Yeah, either you can come up with the Bluetooth thing, not for the wire. Then you can go for the IP, to be honest.
So there is a version we have that says four product iterations. The Bluetooth version is actually there as such. Yeah. Thank you for the answer.
Vivek, I have two very simple questions. The device is for what age group?
We have tested with 28 users being there. We have tested it from age of 16, even lower, to 65.
Second question.
Yes.
Can the device detect a water body?
Yes, it can. Wet surfaces.
Not wet surfaces, a pond or a
Yeah.
water
We
body.
differentiate between.
Because this is what is lacking in all other devices.
Okay.
So, Have you done that, or it just occurred that okay, you have done
No,
that?
no, we took that where people were walking around, and the places like want to walk around a pond. Like in Bangalore, we come from Bangalore, so we have a big Sankeytang, and people walk around there. So we wanted to detect the boundaries of the water as to where it is safe to get into, as well as
It's
when
not the boundary; it's the water per se.
no, so to detect the boundary.
It's different.
No, we can say some
Obstacle
water
detection
body.
you have.
No, we can say
I'm
the water
saying
body.
it's an open pit.
Yeah.
Oh, something water stagnant
Puddle.
or something. Puddle, yeah.
We
Correct,
were able to
like
detect
that.
puddles, yes.
Okay.
He actually did this 3 years back with the puddle detection. Because I come from a background of having to do this for autonomous cars for last 10 plus years that I worked with all the OEMs across. We've done puddle detections, we've done standing water, we've done this thick of standing snow and waters. So that is what I'm bringing in into the same tank. Thank you.